What if you could use just 2 simple words to pique a woman's interest, ignite a connection, and leave a lasting impression? It may sound too good to be true, but sometimes the smallest gestures or phrases have the biggest impact. In this article, we'll explore the power of language psychology and the subtle magic behind those 2 words that can instantly grab her attention and possibly even her heart. Get ready to change the way you connect, one phrase at a time. The secret is incredible, especially when spoken with confidence and intention. The best part is that I'm going to teach you how to use this technique in your daily life. Before we get started, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like button and subscribing. This not only encourages me to continue producing high-quality content for you, but it also helps support the channel and allows me to continue producing valuable content. Insights, but it also tells the algorithm that this video is valuable to share so that other people may see this knowledge. Thus, I can rely on your likes. Let's go right to the point, guys. A lot of men make the mistake of being overly accommodating or unsure of themselves while speaking to women. They frequently say things like, "We can do whatever you want," or "I don't know what you prefer," which just serves to highlight the woman's hesitancy. The truth is that these 2 words reveal what women really value in a man's confidence. You may not understand this, but being too flexible or evasive about your wants might make you appear less confident, which can make a woman lose interest in you sooner than you think. Knowing the secret of these 2 powerful words, clarity and leadership, are crucial. The words "I want" may seem insignificant, but they convey that you know what you want and aren't afraid to express it. When you say "I want," you're not just making a request, you're demonstrating decisiveness, which all women find irresistible. Let's move on to the important part, which is how to use them in real life. While saying "I want" may seem straightforward, using it consistently will make a big difference. For instance, when you invite a woman out, say something like, "I want to take you to dinner this Friday," rather than something indecisive like, "Hey, if you want we could hang out sometime," which, let's face it, doesn't pique much interest. You no longer come across as someone looking for permission or approval, and you come across as direct, magnetic messages that are clear and confident, which is what attracts her next. Interested in saying something like, "I want to get to know you better," rather than being evasive or overly bashful, "How about we get coffee this week?" It demonstrates your interest in a clear manner, which may be quite appealing since it conveys honesty and clarity. Before we go any further, I want to ask you whether you've ever considered sending a single text message that could make a woman want to talk to you. Have a craving. These secret phrases cause an obsession that makes her eager and desperate to see you, but be warned, if you don't want her to fall head over heels, don't use them. Click the first link below to download these magnetic messages and watch her count down the minutes until your next date. You instantly imagine a message so powerful that it takes over her mind, making her think about you non-stop, even if she's currently with someone else or sees you as just a friend. Finally, in a more mature stage of a relationship, if you're already seeing someone, I want to positively express your desires rather than telling you that whatever you want is okay. Saying something like, "I want to spend more time with you this weekend, how about we plan something together?" is direct and clear, demonstrating that you value your time with her and are proactive in strengthening the relationship. It's important to avoid confusing confidence with arrogance, though, because saying, "I want," gives you a sense of security and clarity without coming across as pushy. Before we get any further, though, if you're enjoying this content, leave the word "I want" in the comments to see how many of you are true alpha males. Let's be clear, though, that saying, "I want," doesn't mean that the world revolves around you or that you impose your desires without taking into account the feelings of others. If you say, "I want us to go out for dinner tomorrow," that's great because you're being direct. However, if she responds that she can't or would prefer another day, your response should be flexible and understanding, like, "Sure, I understand, how about Saturday instead?" This way, you show that while you know what you want, you also respect her preferences. You need to be firm but not stubborn because there's a big difference. A woman will like your decisiveness and clarity about your ambitions, but if you come across as unyielding or reluctant to take into account her needs or wants, you risk coming across as unattractive and self-centered. Crucially, saying "I want" isn't just about you. It also gives her a chance to express what she wants. When you're sincere and straightforward, you allow her the freedom to do the same, which fosters a relationship based on respect for one another and open communication within the community. However, the most crucial thing to remember is your tone. It's not just about what you say but also how you say it. Now that you know how to use these two powerful words, it's time to put them into practice. This is where you'll truly start to notice how such a small change can have a huge impact on how you communicate. Your tone of voice and attitude are crucial to making these words effective. You don't want to sound authoritarian or like you're giving orders. Instead, you want to keep your tone kind and respectful, demonstrating that you have confidence but are also open to what she has to say. Interact to women and even your surroundings in general, so here's my challenge for you. For the next week, say, "I want" 5 times a day. It doesn't matter if you say it in large or little contexts. What matters is that you begin to gain confidence. Use it with female friends or in your everyday life. When you start expressing "I want," you'll notice that people start acting differently. They'll respect you more, find you more attractive, and think you know what they want. This video is coming to a close, but before you leave, I want to remind you of something crucial. Don't merely adhere to theory. Instead, put what you've learned today into practice. The secret is nothing if you don't employ it in your day-to-day activities. Please share your plans in the comment section below. In closing, I would love to hear about your experiences. This week, I want you to give an example or scenario where you believe you can apply it. At the end of the week, come back and let me know how it went. I'm confident you'll see incredible outcomes. The secret to luring any lady is genuineness and simplicity. The two words notion isn't only about what you say. It's also about how your words convey honest assurance, kindness, or respect, whether it be in the form of a sincere question, a heartfelt compliment, or a light-hearted comment. Words can open doors, but what really counts is the connection you make. The true magic comes from being there and genuine.